Welcome back, coin hunters. Today, we're unlocking the secrets of the top 8 most legendary old dimes in USA history. Tiny coins with massive stories, shocking prices, and unbelievable rarity. From forgotten pocket change to museum-level treasures worth fortunes. These dimes prove that small coins can carry huge power. Some were struck by history, some by mistakes. And some are so rare, they've become numismatic legends. Let's get started with first old dime 1980 coin. First, it's important to understand what a 1980 USA dime actually is. By 1980, the United States was minting the Roosevelt dime. Not the older Liberty designs, like the famous Mercury or winged Liberty head dime. Those Liberty-style dimes were produced earlier in the 20th century, which is why they often dominate headlines about huge prices. The 1980 dime is a modern-era coin made for everyday circulation. Struck mainly in Philadelphia and Denver, with proof versions made in San Francisco. Millions were produced, which means most 1980 dimes you find in your pocket are common, but common does not always mean worthless. So where does the real value come from? The secret is not just age, but condition, rarity within the year, and mistakes made at the mint. A normal, worn 1980 dime is usually worth face value. But when you move into extremely high-grade condition coins that look almost perfect, with sharp details, blazing luster, and no visible wear, the story changes. Collectors compete fiercely for the finest known examples, and prices can jump dramatically. Add a certified mint error, and suddenly, a coin once ignored can become the star of an auction. Mint errors are where excitement truly explodes. A 1980 dime struck off-center with a dramatic misalignment, or missing part of its design can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Dimes with double strikes, clipped planchettes, or strong doubled details are especially desirable. These errors happened by accident, and once caught, the mint corrected the problem, meaning only a small number escaped into circulation. That rarity, combined with visual impact, is what collectors are willing to pay big money for. Sometimes far beyond what people expect from such a small coin. Proof and special condition. Coins add another layer of intrigue. Proof dimes from 1980 were not meant for pockets. They were struck with extra care for collectors, featuring mirror-like fields and razor-sharp details, in flawless, untouched condition, especially when professionally graded at the highest levels. These proof coins can command surprisingly high prices. While they won't realistically make someone a billionaire, they can still be worth many times their original issue price, proving that presentation and preservation are everything in numismatics. The phrase "worth millions" often gets attached to coins for dramatic effect, but in reality, million-dollar prices are reserved for legendary rarities, unique errors, or historically significant pieces from much earlier periods. That doesn't mean modern coins like the 1980 dime should be ignored. On the contrary, they teach a powerful lesson. Today's loose change could become tomorrow's collectible, if it survives in extraordinary condition or carries a rare mistake. Many collectors actively search rolls of dimes, hoping to discover that one unusual piece everyone else missed. What truly turns a simple dime into a treasure is knowledge. Knowing what to look for: sharp details, unusual strikes, missing elements, or mirror-like proof surfaces can mean the difference between spending a coin and saving it. Proper storage also matters. A coin kept safe from scratches, moisture, and fingerprints preserves its potential value, while careless handling can destroy it instantly. In the world of rare coins, condition is king, and even modern dates can shine if treated with respect. So before you casually spend your USA dimes, take a closer look. That small silver disc carries history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of possibility. While most 1980 dimes are ordinary, a rare error or perfect specimen can still surprise you. Coin collecting isn't just about instant riches, it's about discovery, patience, and the excitement of finding something special where no one else bothered to look. And sometimes that's the real fortune hiding in your pocket. Now turn the second Resoolvet One Dime 1998 coin. The world of rare USA coins is filled with shocking surprises. And among the most misunderstood yet fascinating coins is the Roosevelt One Dime. At first glance, a small 10-cent coin from 1998 may look ordinary, almost forgettable, but history has proven again and again that ordinary-looking coins can hide extraordinary value. What many people ignore, collectors search for passionately. And sometimes, a single tiny detail can turn a common dime into a treasure worth thousands. The Roosevelt Dime, often mistakenly called a Liberty Dime because of its patriotic symbolism, carries the legacy of freedom, strength, and American history. Introduced to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, this coin became a daily part of circulation, passing through millions of hands. Yet, among those billions of dimes, a small number were born different, struck with unusual features that collectors now hunt aggressively. The year 1998 is especially interesting because it sits in a modern era where people assume nothing valuable exists. That assumption alone makes rare 1998 Roosevelt dimes even more exciting. Many of these coins are still hiding in drawers, jars, and wallets, completely unnoticed. What separates a normal dime from a valuable one is not age alone, but rarity, condition, and striking anomalies in standard circulation. A 1998 dime usually holds face value, but collectors never judge a coin by its denomination alone. Some 1998 dimes were struck with exceptional sharpness, mirror-like surfaces, and flawless details that elevate them far above ordinary coins. In pristine condition, especially uncirculated examples, these dimes can command surprisingly high prices. One of the biggest value drivers in 1998 Roosevelt dimes is minting errors. Errors are accidents that happen during the minting process, and collectors absolutely love them. When a coin shows doubling in the letters, missing details, off-center strikes, or unusual thickness, its value can multiply dramatically. These are not damages caused after circulation, but mistakes born at the mint itself. A double-die Roosevelt dime from 1998 is among the most exciting finds. When the design appears doubled, especially on the date or lettering, it instantly captures attention. Such coins are rare, and collectors are willing to pay serious money for authentic examples. The clearer and stronger the doubling, the higher the value climbs. Another thrilling variation is the off-center strike. Imagine a dime where part of the design is missing because the coin was not properly aligned when struck. These coins look strange, dramatic, and unique. The more off-center the strike, while still showing the date, the more desirable it becomes to collectors. Some 1998 dimes were struck on incorrect planchettes, meaning the blank metal disc was wrong. This can result in coins that feel lighter, heavier, or have a different color than normal. These errors are extremely rare and can turn a simple dime into a show-stopping collectible that sells for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Condition plays a massive role in value. A 1998 Roosevelt dime that has never been circulated, with full mint luster and no scratches, can be worth many times more than a worn example. Coins graded at the highest levels by professionals are especially prized and often compete fiercely at auctions. Proof versions of the 1998 Roosevelt dime are another area of fascination. These coins were struck with special care, using polished dies, resulting in deep, mirror-like fields and frosted designs. While many proof coins exist, flawless examples with perfect contrast are far scarcer than people realize. Some collectors focus obsessively on strike quality. A dime with strong details in Roosevelt's hair, crisp lettering, and sharp torch lines on the reverse stands out immediately. These visual strengths make a coin desirable even without an obvious error. What truly fuels excitement is the psychological thrill of discovery. The idea that a tiny coin sitting unnoticed could be worth a small fortune captures the imagination. This emotional appeal is why Rare USA coins remain one of the most popular collectible categories worldwide, despite exaggerated claims often seen online. It is important to understand that genuine value comes from verified rarity, not myths. No normal 1998 dime is worth millions. But rare error and high-grade examples can reach astonishing prices that shock casual collectors. Many people unknowingly spend valuable coins simply because they don't look closely. This is why experts always advise never to rush when examining old or unusual coins. A magnifying glass, good lighting, and patience can reveal details that change everything. The Roosevelt dime is small, but its story is massive. It reflects American industry, precision, and the unpredictable nature of minting. Each error tells a story of a moment when machinery, metal, and timing collided imperfectly. Collectors are drawn not only by value, but by uniqueness. Owning a rare 1998 dime means owning something few others have. A mistake frozen in time that can never be repeated exactly the same way as demand grows. Especially among new collectors, prices for verified rare dimes continue to rise. What seems modest today can become highly desirable tomorrow, especially as fewer untouched examples remain. The coin market rewards knowledge, patience, and authenticity. Coins that are professionally graded and preserved often outperform those that are neglected or altered. Cleaning a coin, for example, can destroy its value completely. Every serious collector remembers the moment they first discovered a valuable coin, where they least expected it. That possibility keeps people searching through rolls, collections, and inherited coins with excitement and hope. A 1998 Roosevelt dime may never buy a mansion, but the right one can still change someone's financial outlook in a meaningful way. It can fund a hobby, start a collection, or become a powerful lesson in hidden value. The beauty of Rare USA coins is that anyone can participate. You don't need wealth to start, just curiosity and attention to detail. Some of the best finds come from ordinary people, not professionals. If you own USA dimes, especially from the late 1990s, resist the urge to dismiss them. Look closely, examine carefully, and respect the possibility that history may be hiding in your pocket. Coins are more than money. They are metal witnesses of time. Each scratch shines, or error reflects a moment in history that will never repeat itself again. The 1998 Roosevelt dime stands as proof that even modern coins can carry mystery, rarity, and surprising value. It challenges the belief that only ancient coins matter. So before you spend that dime, pause. Because sometimes the smallest coins carry the biggest secrets. And what looks like spare change today could be tomorrow's unforgettable discovery. The deeper you go into the world of Roosevelt dimes, the more you realize how deceptive simplicity can be. A coin so small and common-looking often escapes serious attention. Yet that is exactly why rare examples survive unnoticed. People tend to protect large silver dollars and gold coins, but tiny dimes are tossed into jars, pockets, and drawers, silently waiting for someone observant enough to recognize their hidden potential. One of the most fascinating aspects of 1998 Roosevelt dimes is how modern technology was involved in their production. Unlike older hand-adjusted minting methods, these coins were produced by high-speed machines. Ironically, speed increases the chances of subtle errors. And subtle errors are precisely what advanced collectors love the most. These mistakes are often invisible to the untrained eye, but priceless to experts. Collectors often describe rare dimes as sleeping coins because they lie dormant in circulation for decades. A 1998 dime found today may look fresh and ordinary. Yet, under magnification, it can reveal characteristics that instantly elevate it from pocket change to collectible material. That moment of realization is pure adrenaline for coin hunters. Surface texture is another hidden factor that can dramatically influence value. Some 1998 dimes display unusually smooth or grainy surfaces due to minor planchette preparation issues. These differences may seem insignificant, but for specialists, they represent a distinct minting event that cannot be duplicated. Edge quality is rarely discussed by casual collectors, but professionals pay close attention to it. A perfectly formed rim with consistent reading can indicate an unusually strong strike. In contrast, weak or uneven reading might signal an abnormal strike pressure, which can increase desirability when verified. Another captivating feature is die wear progression. Light stage dies sometimes create softer details, flow lines, or slight distortions in lettering, while excessive wear lowers value. Transitional stages between fresh and worn dies can produce visually interesting coins that collectors actively seek. Some 1998 Roosevelt dimes were struck at moments when dies were misaligned or slightly tilted. These conditions can create coins with unusual depth in certain areas, giving Roosevelt's portrait a dramatic appearance. These subtle distortions make the coin visually powerful and collector-worthy. The reverse design, featuring the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, holds its own secrets. Weak torch bands or unusually bold flame details can indicate striking inconsistencies. Collectors often debate which reverse features add or subtract value, making each coin a conversation piece. What truly separates serious collectors from casual observers is patience. Examining dozens or hundreds of identical coins just to find one exceptional example requires dedication. This patience is often rewarded with discoveries that feel almost unreal. Another reason modern dimes gain value is population scarcity. Even if thousands were produced with a specific error, only a fraction survive in high condition. Over time, damage, loss, and mishandling reduce that number even further. The market for Roosevelt dimes has evolved significantly. Once considered beginner coins, they are now respected by advanced collectors who appreciate their technical complexity. This shift in perception has driven steady demand. Many people misunderstand coin value by focusing only on headlines claiming worth millions. True collectors know value grows through authenticity, documentation, and desirability. A verified rare dime with clear characteristics will always outperform exaggerated myths. Coin grading plays a psychological role as well. When a dime is encapsulated and authenticated, it transforms from spare change into a recognized artifact. That transformation alone increases confidence among buyers. Storage history can also influence appeal. Coins that have been protected from humidity, friction, and contaminants often retain their original mint glow. That glow is one of the most beautiful sights in numismatics. Some 1998 dimes show unexpected toning patterns, creating rainbow or golden hues. Natural toning can add aesthetic value, especially when it enhances design features rather than obscuring them. The emotional side of coin collecting cannot be ignored. Many collectors begin searching because of stories passed down through families, turning simple dimes into emotional heirlooms. A rare dime is not just an investment. It is a story you can hold in your hand. It represents a moment when metal, machinery, and chance intersected. Coin roll hunting has revived interest in modern dimes. People search bankrolls with hope, knowing that treasures still exist outside museums and auctions. The thrill lies in possibility. Even after examining hundreds of coins, the next one could be the exceptional piece. Collectors often say that rare coins choose their owners. Whether found by accident or intention, discovery always feels personal. Education is power in this field. The more you learn, the more you notice details others miss. Many valuable dimes were once dismissed as worthless. History has proven that assumptions are often wrong. As time passes, untouched 1998 dimes become scarcer. Circulation naturally destroys perfection. When people talk about hidden wealth, they often imagine gold bars or ancient artifacts. But the true magic of coin collecting lies in the unexpected. A 1998 Roosevelt dime represents this idea perfectly. It exists at the crossroads of modern manufacturing and historical tradition. A moment when advanced minting techniques still allowed room for imperfection. And those imperfections are now the very reason collectors search tirelessly. Every rare dime carries a fingerprint of the mint that produced it. Temperature changes, pressure variations, and microscopic alignment shifts all leave traces that can never be replicated. These invisible forces transform identical designs into completely unique outcomes, making some 1998 dimes stand apart as one of a kind. Survivors of controlled chaos. The concept of rarity is often misunderstood. It does not always mean few were minted. It means few survived in exceptional condition. Millions of 1998 dimes were produced, yet only a tiny fraction remain untouched, unmarred, and visually striking. Time itself acts as a filter, slowly removing perfection from circulation. Collectors often describe the first counter with a high-quality dime as almost emotional. The shimmer of untouched luster, the sharpness of Roosevelt's profile, and the clean fields create an immediate sense of significance. Even before researching value, the coin feels different, special, and worthy of attention. The cultural importance of Roosevelt's image adds another layer of appeal. The dime honors leadership, resilience, and progress, values that resonate deeply with collectors. Owning a rare example feels like preserving a piece of national identity in its most compact form. Some of the most intriguing 1998 dimes show asymmetry so subtle it requires trained vision to detect. Slight shifts in spacing, barely noticeable thickness variations, or marginal die rotation all contribute to collector interest. These are not flaws, but signatures of authenticity. There is also a philosophical side to collecting modern coins. It challenges the belief that history only exists in the distant past. A 1998 dime reminds us that history is continuous, and today's ordinary objects can become tomorrow's prized artifacts. Market psychology plays a powerful role in valuation. When collectors realize that a specific variety or error exists in limited numbers, demand accelerates quickly. Prices rise not because of hype, but because of competition among those who understand scarcity. Another overlooked factor is visual balance. Coins with harmonious alignment, pleasing contrast, and strong design presence tend to outperform others over time. A dime that looks right often commands more attention than one with obvious but unattractive errors. The journey of a dime from mint to collector is unpredictable. Some travel across the country, some cross borders, and others remain forgotten in a single place for decades. Each path adds invisible history to the coin's story. Collectors often develop a personal connection to their finds. A rare dime discovered unexpectedly carries emotional value beyond market price. It becomes proof that patience and curiosity are rewarded. The act of searching itself becomes meditative. Examining coins one by one slows time, sharpens focus, and creates anticipation. This experience is as valuable as the discovery. Modern rarity is often underestimated because it lacks romance. Yet, modern coins document an era of technology, globalization, and mass production, making rare survivors even more meaningful. The preservation of coins is a responsibility. A well-preserved dime today ensures future collectors can experience the same excitement decades from now.